Sentire Media.
Welcome to the Stop Italian Sounding podcast, uncovering authentic Italian food. I'm your host, Robert Campana, and join me as we delve into the rich heritage of genuine Italian food, exploring its legends, history, and traditions. Through important tips and insightful interviews with industry professionals, you'll gain a deeper understanding of authentic Italian food. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stop Italian Sounding show, uncovering authentic Italian food. So, if you follow me on social media, you've probably seen me speak about Bono Sicilian extra virgin olive oil many times. Its healthy properties, where it comes from, and how best to use it. Well, for today, our guest, Bianca Bono, the marketing and sales manager of Bono, and part of the Bono family, of course, because yes, Bono is still a family run business. She has a degree in marketing, specializing in corporate communication. Bianca has honed her skills in developing effective marketing strategies and driving sales through growth. Olive oil is her true passion, and she has further developed her knowledge by completing several technical courses in olive oil tasting. This unique combination of expertise in marketing and deep love for olive oil drives her to constantly seek innovative ways to integrate her interests into professional endeavors. So, Bianca, thank you so much for being here.
Hello, everyone, and thanks, Robert, to have me here today and speak about my family business and our extra virgin olive oil production that we do, and we always hope to work um, with our tradition and with our authenticity of our Sicilian extra virgin olive oil. So thank you so much.
Again, I'm so glad that you're here because I speak about it all the time on my social media pages. So it's perfect that we get to have this more detailed conversation. So could you just take a second and kind of explain specifically how you got to the point that you're at?
Yeah, so actually, I'm want to start saying that I grew up surrounded my family's olive trees in Sicily, and from a young age, I was privileged to witness the entire olive growing process alongside my father and all my uncles. That I wanna thanks Michele, my father, Giuseppe, Damiano, and Salvatore. I remember that during summertime, like before going to the beach, we would go through the countryside and look at those tiny fruits that would soon become extra virgin olive oil. And that's what it brought me here, and to do and to pursue olive oil production like in a professional way.
So growing up and just remembering the time you spent with your family going through the countryside and seeing the olive trees basically growing.
Yeah, and I remember, I want to say this, that I always remember the smell of the freshly pressed extra virgin olive oil.
And
And
nothing could beat that. That's so
it,
good.
it's 100% in my memory, and all the connection combined to the passion of my grandmas, of my grandfather, and this is what inspired me, and that's why today I'm here.
Of course, of course. And did you I guess you always knew that you would end up working in the industry.
Actually, not, because I have to say that I like one of my passion is law. I wanted to study law. Then I started to help in my uncle Salvatore. Um,
Who I
and
know.
yeah, exactly, yes. And I really liked it, and I decided to study marketing and all the communication side of of this kind of section of the industry.
Gotcha. And where exactly did you study? Just out of
I
curiosity?
studied in Rome.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Which university?
Sapienza.
Alla Sapienza di
Sì,
Roma.
sì.
Very good. Very good. So your family built Bono into a major name in Sicilian olive oil. Um, So, what are some of the most important values that your family instilled in you regarding the company's mission and quality standards?
Um, what I can say is that my father taught me the value of producing high quality olive oil. And I can say that they always focused on staying in the tradition and ensuring that every single bottle we produce is like a mm, genuine reflection of Sicily. So, like quality, authenticity, and transparency, as I was saying, are the core principles they gave to me, and that are continuing to guide the company today.
Okay, and it's very important, especially in today's market, when it comes to transparency of really any product, which is what I'm involved in with Stop Italian Sounding. So that's why we align on so many different things. So on a global stage, what do you think makes Sicilian olive oil kind of stand out, and how does Bono capture that?
Um, so I think that Sicilian olive oil stands out because it has a like rich flavors, which are like kind of a direct reflection of the island's unique climate, soil, practices, the sun, the wind that contribute to the distinctive taste of Sicilian extra virgin olive oil, which I can say is really fruity, spicy, and like bitter, but at the same time is really balanced. So this kind of three attributes are really balance one of the other. And at Bono, we strive to capture this essence in every drop, producing oils that express like the true character of our land, and especially when we honor the local varieties like Nocellara del Belice, Biancolilla, Cerasuola, to maintain the authenticity of our extra virgin olive oil.
And fun fact, you just named some of the olives. Noccellare de Belice is what we call in the United States Castelvetrano olives, right?
Exactly.
So
It is
I wonder why why we call it Castelvetrano and not
Castelvetrano
Noccellare.
because it's really typical in that area. So I think that the name Nocellare del Belice is too long and too difficult. So they switched into Castelvetrano olives, but
Right.
it's the same kind of culture.
Gotcha. So Noccellare de Belice and Castelvetrano olives, as we would call them, are the same thing because Noccellare de Belice are grown in Castelvetrano.
Exactly. Yes. This is. I mean, it can grow in the entire Sicily, but that is the like star area where it grows.
Understood, understood. So when it comes to the amount of work and expertise that goes into producing high quality extra virgin olive oil, many people actually don't really realize that. So can you just take us through the process from harvest all the way to bottling? I know I was there in November and I saw the whole thing, but I think coming from you would be yeah would be more interesting.
Yeah, actually, I can agree 100% because I can say that the process of producing high quality extra virgin olive oil is quite like meticulous, especially like when you have a product that needs to be certified as protected designation of origin or protected geographical indication, because it starts with the harvest, which is done at the perfect moment from the repenning process and should not extend beyond like December 30th. Um, from there, the olives are cleaned and pressed within like just a few hours to prevent oxidation and to preserve the flavor. Because I want to say that the olives are a fruit like apples, like pears, like strawberries. the same thing. If you leave a fruit in the table for a week, it's gonna be almost done. So the
It'll
same
go
thing
bad.
is the olive. Yes, exactly. So it's the same thing for the olive. And I was saying that then the oil is stored in temperature controlled tanks, stainless tanks, to maintain its freshness until it's bottled.
Okay, so the process happens from harvesting to pressing in less than 24 hours. You said in most cases just a few hours, and
Exactly.
that's
It
what defines it as extra virgin, correct?
we don't do more than 10 hours. Like in 12 hours, everything it has to be done
Okay,
from
okay,
when
that's
the olive arrives to when the process is finished.
and is that the only thing that makes it extra virgin is the processing the pressing time under
Yeah,
24
the
hours?
actually it makes extra virgin olive oil because is like the first press, and there are no other ingredients on it.
Just literally the juice of the olive, that's it.
Exactly, exactly.
Gotcha, gotcha. So the olive oil industry, at times struggles with a lot of counterfeits and misleading marketing. We see it here in the United States all the time. So as somebody deeply invested in the quality and authenticity, what are the biggest challenges and how does Bono address them?
Yeah. Um, I think that one of the biggest challenges in the olive oil industry is the presence of this kind of counterfeits, oils, and misleading marketing that circle on this kind of section. I can say that many products like claims to be extra virgin olive oil, but like in reality they may not meet the high quality standards, the real standards. And this confuses like the consumers and makes it harder to find genuine and high quality oils. But what I can say is that at Bono we addresses this by being fully transparent, because we ensure that every bottle for our olive oil is traceable with a QR code that is on the back label, which lets customers to see exactly where the olives were harvested, sorry, and how the olive oil was made. We also make sure that our olive oils are certified with trusted labels like PDO and PGI, which guarantee more authenticity and quality to by providing clear and accurate information to the consumer.
Exactly, and a lot of people like, not only the QR code that you mentioned, which I think provides a lot of, traceability, so it's a great thing, but also the PDO and the PGI. So could you just kind of explain what PDO and PGI is?
Yeah, the PDO, so protected designation of origin, is an olive oil that is made just in a restricted region that takes province of Palermo and province of Agrigento. So restricted cultivars, and there's a regulamentation to make the PDO extra virgin olive oil. The PGI is the protected geographical indication, and it means that the olive oil and the every step of the process can be made in the entire Sicily. So the harvesting, the bottling, or I don't know, the extraction, it can be in the entire region of Sicily.
And the specific PGI oil that you have is a PGI Sicilia, and the PDO is the Val di
Val di
Mazzara.
Mazzara. Yes, there are a lot of kinds of PDO. And we produce PDO Val di Mazzara e PDO Valle del Belice.
Valle del Belice,
Yeah, that
understood.
is like a monocultivar of Nocellara.
And is that available in the United States, the Valle del Belice, or just the Valle Mazzara?
Actually, I don't know, but I think just DOP Val di Mazzara.
Exactly, because that's the only one sitting in my kitchen. So,
Yeah, I don't know if we sell the monocultivar in the United States. I have to ask because I don't remember.
well, maybe it could be a possibility in the future. Who knows?
Exactly, exactly.
So let's talk a second about sustainability. It's becoming a pretty big focus in food production. So, how is Bono, looking toward that to a more sustainable olive oil production?
So actually, today the sustainability is a key focus for Bono, and we have developed a super intensive olive grove system of 500 hectares across Sciacca, Mazzara del Vallo, and Trapani. And this method allows us to increase production efficiency while using less water and energy, and reduces the needs for labor. Additionally, we aim to reduce chemical use and continue to explore eco-friendly practices because it's really important for our world and for everything we do and we breathe and we live in.
Exactly, and it's a very important part of the identity of Bono as well.
Exactly. We are working to make olive oil production uh, preserving the environment.
Right, because I mean we only get one Earth, so we can't get it back if something were to go wrong.
Exactly, 100%.
So in terms of marketing and educating consumers, you have both marketing background and a deep technical understanding of olive oil. So what's the biggest misconception that you typically encounter when educating international customers, or specifically even just American customers?
What I can say is that one of the biggest misconception I encounter is the idea that all the olive oils are the same. Many customers still don't realize that the quality of extra virgin olive oil varieties significantly based on factors like the type of olive, the harvesting timing, and the production methods. So I think that educating consumers about the differences between mass-produced oils and high-quality extra virgin olive oil, and also to identify authentic and traceable products is really essential. And that's why, as a Bono team, we emphasize transparency and quality so that people can really appreciate and understand the richness of the oil that we produce.
Exactly, and it gives people really a peace of mind when consuming the product. So how do you see social media or digital storytelling playing a role in shaping the perception of consumers of real Italian extra virgin olive oil?
I think that they have revolutionized the way consumers connect with the brands and the product. We use platform to share the story behind our oil. So the story of our family business, the process of olive cultivation, or oil production or bottling. And I think that by showcasing the passion, expertise, and tradition that goes into each bottle, we can build with consumer a relation and educate the people about the importance of choosing authentic extra virgin olive oil. So I really think and like what you do in your best way, that digital platforms allows to creating connection and providing people the transparency they deserve.
Exactly. And I totally agree because I remember specifically even when I was there in November 2 years ago, maybe at this point, um, I've had so many messages of people asking, do they do tours? Can we visit? Why don't you run a tour? So, I mean, that human to human aspect is really fundamental.
That's what we are starting to do.
Are you?
We are starting to do tours. Just 2 days ago, I made a tour with a school of Veneto.
Ah, okay. Wow.
Yeah, Veneto guys from a school, high school, studying olive oil,
Oh,
and
okay.
we made a wonderful tour. I'm sorry
Wow.
that like they couldn't see because it's not the month the
Right.
extraction, but with their imaging in the brain, I think that they understood 100% how is the extraction method.
Exactly. And that's great that you're doing tours. I didn't know that. So are you going to open up to tours from like even the United States possibly? People.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But I have to say one thing that people from the United States coming here, like near Shaka, they they write me emails and they ask if they can come. And 100% we are starting it. We are building it because we want to to make the people um um
Aware.
yeah, exactly, of this kind of world.
Of course, yeah, because it's really an unknown world for a lot of people. But yeah, no, I'm very happy that you're doing that, and let me know specifically if I could be of any help with that because I'd love to help.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. We are gonna build something for sure.
Awesome, great. So besides the tours, what else is next for Bono? Are there any other projects, innovations, expansions?
Um, so we are constantly looking for ways to innovate and expand while at the same time maintaining our commitment to quality and authenticity. Um, what I can say is that one of the projects we are excited about is the development of new blends that highlight Sicily diverse olive varieties.
Okay.
We are also exploring more sustainable packaging options to reduce the environmental footprint, and we always work to expand our presence in international markets, bringing the rich flavors of the Sicilian olive oil to more consumers around the world. Because I think that in the last few years is like the consumer understood what the the high quality olive oil um, is is protection for our system, for our
Yes.
body.
Of course, our well-being, but also our health as well, and really everything. How many countries is Bono sold in?
I don't know an exact number because it depends. We also sell to distributors and they distribute in other countries. So precisely, I don't know. But the main countries, the export countries, are the United States, Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Brazil. Um,
How do like the Japanese, for example? I know they have a big respect for food. How do they view olive oil because it's not really part of their culinary tradition?
Actually, in the last few years, the consumption of olive oil in Japan is growing a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, they consume um, a lot of extra virgin olive oil, and if we see 10 years ago, it wasn't like this.
So it's on a constant growth.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I'm assuming the same thing also for South Korea, just to mention two Asian countries.
Exactly. Yes.
So olive oil obviously is your passion. You said you grew up with it. So if you could give one piece of advice to someone looking to truly appreciate a good extra virgin olive oil and really understand it, what would that advice be?
Um, my advice that I want to give is that to trust your senses, to take time to smell, to taste, to appreciate the flavors, the aromas, and a good olive oil should have like fruity, fresh, and full-bodied flavor with a balance of bitterness and spiciness that is a characteristic of excellent extra virgin olive oil that are full of polyphenols, and they especially protect the cardiovascular system. They have anti-diabetic and anti-cancer properties. They help control cholesterols, levels. It's really important to consider the quality.
It's really a superfood, really. I mean, I know people say it's literally like the second healthiest thing you could eat or drink besides water.
Exactly.
So a good quality extra virgin olive oil is very good for you. So when you consume it and it kind of burns the back of your throat, what
It's
makes it
given.
burn?
It's yeah. It's given by the polyphenols. So I sometimes I speak with some consumers, and they tell me I don't like when an olive oil is spicy. Maybe it's not good. Uh, no, it's scientifically proven that the extra virgin olive oil that is spicy, it means it is in a great status, and it's full of polyphenols that controls our system in the best way ever.
So if you were to take a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil, it burns the back of your throat. That's a good sign for everybody
Exactly.
listening. Yes, that's a
Exactly.
good sign. They need to understand that high level of polyphenols, which are anti-inflammatory properties. Correct.
Exactly. That's um, with the culture of extra virgin olive oil, everyone is going to understand it, to build a relationship with this kind of product, and to appreciate the nuances of mm, this fantastic and imaginable product.
Well, I mean that's great advice for everybody to know and really to take into consideration when they consume extra virgin olive oil. So, Bianca, I want to be respectful of your time. Thank you for providing so much insight into Bono extra virgin olive oil. I know it's my favorite olive oil. I use it all the time. I know I'm running out of it. I have to go get more.
Thank you so much, and we are waiting you and all of you listen here in Sicily to understand, to taste, and to see how extra virgin olive oil is made.
Of course, and maybe we'll do a stop Italian sounding trip to Sciacca to go see the production of extra virgin olive oil. That would be interesting.
I can wait. I can wait. It's a
Awesome.
honor.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you for joining me on this journey through the stories of authentic Italian cuisine. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more insights and interviews. Also, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions on our social media channels at Stop Italian Sounding or on our website stopitasounding.com. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentiti Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.